We are called now just to be people of love and to let that love show.
I don't know how else to say it. I just felt at home. Almost all the communities were teachers or nurses, but in this one I felt at home. And then later I found out the connection between my Polish heritage and my mother, and yeah, it just felt like a good fit.
I'm a different person than I was when I came to the convent. I was 13 then, I'm 83 now. What I value is the whole process. I grew up, I learned so much and I developed confidence in myself. I don't know if I ever would have had that same confidence in myself as I do now.
When I joined the order, they said, "Oh, we're Franciscan." I said, "Well, what does that mean?" I had no idea. I didn't know what they were talking about. I think it was the openness to say, "Come on in and have something to eat with us." Share what it is that we're able to share with you. And that it is what St. Francis said. Our lives are a work of ongoing conversion. And that's very reassuring to me. I don't have to be a saint all at one fell swoop. In fact, it's not going to happen.
The mission presence of each sister is the corporate presence of the Sisters of St. Joseph, of the Third Order of St. Francis.
Where one of us is, we all are.
The thing I valued most about my work in ministry was the fact that I never really did it all alone. I worked as a representative of the congregation, and with their support, I achieved all of my goals. I don't think I could have done that had I not been a member of this particular community.
We have so much we can do as long as we don't think that we can do it alone. People have my back. God has my back.
In 1969, I was selected by Today's Catholic Teacher magazine as one of the 40 educators who have contributed the most to Catholic education in the United States in the past 20 years. It was a surprise to me when it happened, and it is something that I have treasured ever since. The selection for the National Award came as a result of nominations submitted by colleagues, students, friends, and the leadership of my religious community. I knew nothing of these nominations until a magazine notified me of my selection. This was one of the most meaningful things that has happened in my educational life and my experience as an educator.
We have so many ministries. My deepest hope is that we can attract people to join our ministry and continue it on. I don't think it has to be women who are looking at total commitment. That may come, but the reality is it may not. Our charism is profoundly Franciscan, looking for right relationships.
Sharing life in Peru for 20 years has marked my soul forever. And I'd have to say, everyone mattered there. I experienced a community that was working together to bring fuller and freer life to people. It's a very poor country at that time. And the sisters, the priests, and the laity, we were all living in what was called the Pueblo Joven, or a new town. They call this Madre, Mother. You can go home anytime, but you're staying with us. So that's what most impacted me. One of the things I'm proudest of in my life, that I was able to live with and for the people during those times.
I see our ministry as more as a ministry of presence. Each one of us, wherever we are, part of our constitution is where one of us is, we all are. So to bring our best selves to whatever situation we find ourselves. That's what we bring right now to the world. Not necessarily a structured ministry, but more a ministry of presence. I thought I was going to be an elementary teacher and have a one-room classroom and, fifth graders my whole life, and one thing after another. And now I'm doing counseling and listening to people's hearts and souls and being a companion with them on their journeys. And of course, they're changing my life also when they share their stories. I love listening to stories.
I believe that the charism of community is that we bring our own individual gifts and share them with others who share a common vision and mission.
I look back and think we founded hospitals, we founded schools, we founded school for those who are disabled. I don't think we know how good we are, what we have put into the world.
And we need to keep looking, going forward. What will be our fitting response in the future?
We are called now just to be people of love and to let that love show.
We just look at the needs of the world and try to respond to them.
We say, where one is, we all are.